What's up guys, today I explain you One Piece Loki's potential legendary devil fruit explained. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe this channel, because we are close to hit the 1200 followers and now have fun with the video. In One Piece chapter 1130, fans found out quite a great deal about Loki. It was revealed that Loki was known as the Disgraced Prince, or in other words, the Prince of Curses. This is likely because Loki has always been somewhat of a delinquent. What exactly he has done in his past has not been made clear to the fans yet. But recently, Loki actually orchestrated something sinister which led to the death of his own father. It is believed that Loki slayed his own father, Harald, in combat and, presumably, with that, wanted to take his place. Naturally, this did not materialize, as fans were made aware later down the line. But it was also revealed at the same time that Loki did all this to get his hands on a legendary devil fruit. It wasn't made clear to the fans what this legendary devil fruit was. All fans know is that this fruit is legendary in nature and that it holds tremendous might. It is also passed down the royal family. Loki, for some reason, wanted this fruit and consumed it after the death of his father. Naturally, the giants who found out about Loki slaying his father were not happy with what he did. As such, a campaign was led against him, and Loki was eventually imprisoned. That said, it was revealed in a shocking manner that it took the strength of the entirety of Elbaf giants to actually imprison Loki and put him in chains. This implies that the fruit that Loki has eaten holds tremendous power and that it cannot be underestimated at any cost. Loki likely has chains that stop devil fruit powers from emerging, such as those made with sea prism stone used on Big Mom in Uden prison. Naturally, fans would love to know more about what kind of power Loki holds and which devil fruit he ate. But before that, fans need to come to a conclusion on what type of devil fruit he ate in the first place. In One Piece, there are three types of devil fruit in general. The first type is paramecia, which consists of powers that allow users to transform their body into different materials other than elements of nature or produce certain substances. Many miscellaneous abilities that cannot fit in the other two categories also fit under paramecia. Then, there are zone types of abilities. These are fruits that allow one to transform into some animal, and hybrid between the race of the person and the animal ability that they gain. And finally, there are Logia types of devil fruits, which are the strongest of all. Logia fruits possess tremendous power, and they allow the user to create, control, as well as transform into an element or a force of nature. Logias also gain intangibility from their devil fruits. Taking all things into consideration, fans can, at the very least, ascertain that Loki does not have a paramecia type of devil fruit. While paramecias can be incredibly overpowered, one wouldn't necessarily call any of them to be legendary. Even Whitebeard's Gura Gura no Mi, which is the strongest of all paramecia types and holds legendary might, has not been stated to be legendary. That said, Logias can potentially fall into this category, simply because they are the mightiest devil fruits of all. And, at the same time, the fruit that Loki ate could be a coveted one. Another thing that indicates that Loki could have a Logia ability is the fact that Hadrudin wanted to be a giant with the Logia fruit. This might have been foreshadowing from Oda, and Loki might actually end up being the giant that Hadrudin wanted to be. However, the likeliest ability that Loki has is Mythical Zone. Given that this fruit is said to be legendary, it could be a special zone type fruit, such as those eaten by the likes of Luffy. It is highly likely that Loki has some sort of legendary zone. If it is a zone, then it is likely a mythical zone, and even more likely, a Hito Hito no Mai. Fans know that legendary devil fruits, specifically those of the mythical zone types, have been revealed in the story. Luffy's Hito Hito no Mi model Nika is an example, and it is safe to say that this fruit is absolutely incredible. At the same time, fans also know that Luffy's sun god powers are held in legendary light. Curiously enough, Loki calls himself to be the sun god as well, and this might have something to do with the devil fruit that he ate. Naturally, he can't have the same ability as that of Luffy, but his abilities could be somehow linked to the sun god as well. Perhaps, Loki ate another model of the Hito Hito no Mi, which he believes to be the fruit that grants powers of the sun god. But if it isn't the sun god, then, in Norse mythology, there are many incredible godly entities that Loki could have the power of. One of the few interesting ones is Fenrir, which fans know to be a mythical wolf-like entity that can devour just about anyone and possesses tremendous might. Yet another intriguing ability that he could have would be that of the Jormungandr. This is a mighty snake and also Loki's child in Norse mythology, so dangerous that it could swallow just about anything and destroy whoever stands in its path, capable of bringing about Ragnarok itself. Perhaps Loki holds this ability. It is also possible that Loki holds some Hito no Mi model of a Norse god. Of course, Oda is spoiled for choice here, and he can go with any fruit,